Hey, how you doing, my friends? Are you exploring or looking for a senior community? If you are, this tour is specifically for you. I am right now in the neighborhood of Talega, which is a greater area of San Clemente, in their one and only 55 plus neighborhood called The Gallery. And we're about to look at the Plan 3 here, which is one of my favorites. I think it lays out and flows really nicely. This whole community, check this out. It's just so well manicured. It's by far one of the best senior communities around in South Orange County. I absolutely love the houses here. And we're gonna go inside this property. It's currently on the market for $1.6 million, which is a fantastic deal. It's located at the end of the cul-de-sac. Why that's important is because you don't have a home on the right-hand side of the property. I love that. Right? It gives you more backdrop, it gives you more relief. There is a road over here, so you get some intermittent road noise, which I don't think, it doesn't personally bother me that much. I'd rather have the benefit of living on the end with no houses and have a little bit of road noise. But check this out. This is a huge entryway, tall ceiling with a chandelier. When we go through this door, you'll see what I mean. But these are built in 2003, so a little bit newer construction. And I love this tall ceiling in the foyer. This is the Plan 3. It's roughly 2,830 square feet, something like that. Very spacious, tall ceilings. It's got a bedroom wing up here in the front of the house. This is technically an office bedroom right now. I'm saying office because it doesn't have a closet, but many of the people that are looking in here want to have an office, so this is where that would be. And then right next door, we've got one of the guest bedrooms. But being built in 2003, the windows are relatively newer. Nice plantation shutters here on these windows. Not a huge bedroom, but it's not small either. It's perfect for guests or grandkids, and both of these rooms here are serviced by this hallway bathroom. The finishings in this Plan 3 here are original. So this is what it was built with in 2003. Some of these have been upgraded, a lot of them haven't been, but even though they haven't been upgraded, I noticed that in this community, things are very well taken care of. Like these shower glass doors are original and I can't even find calcium deposits on them. So this probably got used very little. It's been kept very clean, which is kind of the consistent theme here in the gallery. Look at that. I mean, this has been really, really well taken care of. These are hardwood floors. Looks like real wood, and it's got some, looks to be some sun spots here. So these either need to be sanded down or replaced, because wherever this runner was protected this part of the floor, but not that part when the morning sun comes through, because this is facing east, so you get a ton of morning sun pouring through these windows here, and that's probably why there's some discoloration. So on this Plan 3, one of the unique features is this great room here, which can be formal living and formal dining. 9-foot ceilings. And also up here in the front of the house is your coat closet and a really, really nice laundry room. So side-by-side laundry service. Wow, these are Speed Queens. Nice. And then you've got the sink with plenty of folding space. And then there's enough room here to keep an ironing board open permanently if that's something you were interested in doing. So it is nice to know that it has a generously sized laundry room. Getting back to this formal living here, we've got the fireplace as the focal point. That's making a statement. 2 sets of French doors. Really nice French doors with good height to them. These are 8-foot doors going up to the 9-foot ceilings. I can usually touch an 8-foot ceiling, so you can see there's at least a foot, maybe a little bit more, 9.5 foot tall ceilings in here. So as we're making our way from this kind of grand formal space, we come into the kitchen and the family. So super functional. Very, very functional floor plan here for a lot of my clients that are searching in the gallery. This space, there's tons of cabinets. The island with countertop seating is great for hosting grandkids. Imagine a few sets of grandkids sitting there and you're making breakfast. It just works really well, and it flows with this space very, very nicely. And there's a second fireplace here too, with a perfect hearth to sit on. And again, I envision a lot of love, a lot of family time in these floor plans, because that's how I see them being used. So these are also 2003 finishings here. These cabinets have not been improved since it was bought. They have these slide out here, slide outs all in this pantry section. Very nice. But these are still serviceable, these cabinets, I would say, but somebody might want to upgrade them because it's the old thermofoil. But they're in pretty good shape. Has this nice built-in KitchenAid refrigerator. That's probably that same 2003 vintage. However, the KitchenAid double ovens with the stainless, you could tell that these are newer. So it does have the double oven, which I know a lot of people like having that double oven, so you can do a turkey and a ham, or whatever the other dish might be. It just makes it convenient to have two ovens. And then you've got the KitchenAid gas range. So having gas, I know, is important to a lot of the chefs that might be watching. And then the granite countertops here, also of that 2003 vintage. But a very nice stone, and everything in here is so well maintained. Again, I'm looking for like calcium deposits, and it's hard to find, which just tells me there was a lot of maintenance, a lot of love poured into this house over the years. The wood floors in this room are in much better shape. It looks like they haven't been hit by the sunspots like in the front. So these floors could be a good candidate just for a little bit of restoration. They're real wood, so it wouldn't be difficult to sand and then polish them back up. This area here is like a media center. So if you imagine like getting your mail and coming into the kitchen, usually just put it on a countertop. It's nice to have this little media nook here in the kitchen to be a catch-all. Mail, paperwork, you can have a computer screen in here if you're making a list of things that you need to remember to order. You can just sit down and jump on the computer and order those things. Makes it nice to have that space in the kitchen. And then the media center here in the family place with the built-ins. You can see they've done some adjustments here to get the larger big screen, because when these were built, big screens weren't as popular. So I see a lot of people kind of amending or editing these built-ins depending on how large the TV is. So while we're in this family room, let's take you to the backyard space. It's accessed through these double French doors, which seem to be in good shape, wood French doors. And then you go out to this low maintenance patio area. It's got a really nice wood pergola. It's all painted. It looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't see a lot of weather or termite damage on that. But everything back here is relatively low maintenance. Beautiful landscaping. Got these huge pine trees. And these pine trees rest on the HOA maintained space. So these don't have to be maintained by this home owner, but they do provide some privacy, some shade, and they also act as a buffer from the road. Some pretty roses back here. This spring has been amazing. We've been seeing like a ton of growth in the landscaping on our listings at my property. It's just been a beautiful spring, and more birds than I can ever remember too. It's been really, really cool. And then here you've got these large pepper trees kind of adding to the element of privacy here and a buffer to the road. Now, you probably can't tell in the video, but to the naked eye, I can see through these pine trees, and there's a really pretty kind of just neighborhood hill view. We're looking at some of the other residences in Talega, not in the gallery, but in some of the other tracks that are really, really pretty houses. Some large Italian cypresses in the distance and kind of rolling hills. So it is a pretty view through these trees. Before we go back inside, I just want to emphasize how the backyards here, there's plenty of space to do what you need and not a lot more, because that's what a lot of the residents or the people buying in the gallery want. They don't want a ton of yard work. They want room to kind of hang out and eat outside when that opportunity arises, and then maybe some room for a raised planter bed or something like that to do some gardening. But otherwise, people that are purchasing here are really looking for that low maintenance living. So let's head back inside and show you the master bedroom. It's one of the best spaces in the house. Entered through this hallway here with some linen storage, all original cabinetry. It's in great shape. It really has been well taken care of. So this is the master bedroom. A great space, plenty of room for king size bed, big nightstands, furnitures, armoires if you please. It is a big room, which is good. It's not too big. And then the master suite here, you've got his and hers dual vanities, giving plenty of space to spread out. Whenever I show this floor plan, couples will say, oh, there's so much space in here. We're not gonna be fighting over countertop space, and they do like how they're kind of separated like this. And then making our way back here, check out this shower. This is a great shower, dual shower heads. You've got bench seating, plenty of grab rails in here. And this is all original. These are the 4 or 6 inch, these look like 6-inch white tiles, but everything has been so well taken care of. Plenty of space in this shower to do a steam shower option too, if somebody wanted. And then finally the master closet, super large walk-in, built-ins with cedar lining. And some nice countertop space here as well. Really, really like how this closet lays out, and I won't find many people who are gonna complain about this closet size. In San Clemente, a lot of our houses are older construction, so they're not built with the largest closets, but that's something that the gallery solved, being relatively newer construction. They put plenty of closet space, plenty of space in the bathrooms. I just think so highly of this community, and if you're looking for something 55 plus, the gallery presents a really, really good option, because there really aren't that many options in South Orange County for quality constructed 55 plus. So if that's what you're looking for, and you'd like for me to send you some more opportunities that are in here, there's 4 different tracts inside of the gallery. And we're in the Sandbridge, which is the best one. And then the spec level in the others, there's even an attached condo product inside of the gallery, which sells at a more economical price. Right now, those are selling for the low millions, $1.2 million to $1.4 million. This particular property is the best deal right now in the Sandbridge. It's listed for $1.6 million, but there's currently one that's in escrow for $2.1 million. So a widespread, and there are some golf course view options in here as well in the Sandbridge. So if you'd like a view, we can find you that. Just be sure to send me a text or an email if you'd like for me to start keeping you in the loop on the properties that are coming up here in the gallery. I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.